So today we're going to be looking at the visible light spectrum and how it is affected as we increase in our depth in the marine environment. So just to remind you, the colors of the visible light spectrum are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. So today we have a few materials here for you. We have some of those pony beads, okay, just you can buy at a craft store. In each one of those colors, I have some blue food coloring, a spoon, a beaker full of water, and then a beaker that I've wrapped in some tin foil. So we wrapped this beaker in some tin foil just to try to block out as much of the light as possible, and we're going to see what happens as we increase in depth. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this water into my beaker. And it doesn't really matter how much water we have, just about full. And I left myself some room because we're going to add this food coloring and simulate that as we go down in depth, our ocean is going to be darker, so we are going to lose some colors of light. So I'm going to put each of my pony beads in my water and let them sink to the bottom. Looks like some of them don't want to sink. There we go. All right. So we have our red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet beads in there. So pretend that you are a fish and you're in the ocean and you are running around looking for food, okay? As you decrease in the water column, a lot of things are going to change, and one of these is going to be the visible light. So I have a chart here that I'm going to fill out as I add food coloring, and it says the color of light and the order in which it disappeared, whether it disappeared first, second, third, and then the number of drops of food coloring that I had to add until that particular color disappeared. So I'm going to fill that out while I'm adding. Okay, so as you can see, it's already a little difficult to see the difference between your blue and your violet. It is a little different when you're actually standing here and looking into the beaker, but our blue bead is going to be on this side and our purple bead is on this side. So I'm going to add the food coloring one drop at a time and see what happens. There's one, and I'm going to stir. Nice, pretty blue, clear water. All right. Now, you can already see that there's a change in the colors as we go down. So for this particular one, I'm going to move that tinfoil back a little bit. You may already have a hard time discerning which color is which. This is our purple bead. This is our blue bead. All right. One more drop. So that's only 2 drops. We're going to stir gently so we don't move our beads. Three. 4. Five. 6. 7. 8. And let's see if we can see any of our colors still. I'm going to move the iPad. You can still sort of see one color. It is very hard, but you can still see it a little bit. So I'm going to do one more. And 9. All right, let's see if we can get a close-up. All right, so if you need to rewatch this, go back and rewind and see which colors disappear first, second, third, fourth, fifth,